Thanks to Brandon in the basement for sponsoring Destination Eat Drink. You can support the podcast at buymeacoffee.com/Destination Eat Drink.
Destination Eat Drink.
I did want to talk about the Dabbawala.
So basically, this is a really unique concept. Dabba translates to a box and wala means a carrier or a person. Basically, this Dabbawala concept is started in the 1890s. People at your home make food for you. You have left for your office. The Dabbawala will come 1 to 2 hours later, grab the dabbas from your home and then deliver it to your office in your lunchtime.
This is the original UberEats.
Traveling the world to bring you delicious dishes, tasty beverages, and interesting experiences. This is the Destination Eat Drink podcast on the Radio Misfits Podcast Network.
Welcome to Destination Eat Drink, the travel podcast for foodies, because the best part of any trip is what you eat. I'm Brent Peterson, and this week we're checking out the best of India. There's the unique food delivery system in Mumbai, a temple that serves tens of thousands of people each day for free, a Punjabi signature dish, and of course, Indian sweets. And I'm starving, so let's eat.
Destination Eat Drink.
Pooja is a food tour guide for a chef's tour. She tells me about Mumbai's unique food delivery system. I did want to talk about the Dabbawala because I think this is something very unique, the food delivery system that you have. And I'm not going to say anything more about it because I think you would be the person to describe the Dabbawala. What can you tell me about this this method of food delivery and the people who do this job?
Definitely. I would love to explain about the Dabbawalas. As we also have these unique, cute looking tiffin boxes available in huge varieties. So basically, this is a really unique concept, okay? And mostly followed in Mumbai's urban part.
Okay.
Dabba translates to a box or a container.
Okay.
And wala means a carrier or a person. We have a lot of this jalebi wala, chaat wala, dosa wala, pudla wala, and all of that stuff available, which ideally means the first half of it is that particular thing, the particular dish, and wala adds to as a carrier or a person. These individuals, they are responsible for delivering home-cooked meals to all the office workers across the whole city.
What a job. I mean,
exactly.
Mumbai's a huge city.
Yeah. Currently, more than 23 million people.
So how many Dabbawalas must there be? There must be tens of thousands of them.
Exactly, yeah. So basically, this Dabbawala concept is started in the 1890s. And the man who really did this was named as Mahadev Havaji Bacche. And this guy, he just began doing this as a normal lunch delivery service.
Mm-hmm.
As he found this need. So genuinely what happened, since the 1800s when the railways came into practice, the first railway was in 1853. After that, it was a regular 9-to-5 job for a normal labor or a normal worksperson or anybody living a corporate lifestyle or people living in working in banks or going to government offices and stuff. So this was a regular time frame job, 9 to 5, 10 to 6 and all of that stuff. So in that time, the trains used to be really crowded, hugely crowded. And at that particular moment, it was difficult for a person to carry heavy bags with themselves because they want to go to and fro, right?
Oh, okay. So that's why they couldn't carry their lunch with them, because the trains were so crowded. Fascinating.
They used to, but it was really difficult for them to do so.
Mm-hmm.
And this man, he started doing it as a beginning process, like just for a few people. And later on, he brought in different men with him to do this. And that's how it all started.
This is the original Uber Eats. Uber Eats before there was Uber Eats. 100 years before there was Uber Eats, there was there was this. With all this delivery, this food delivery of Dabawala, in the United States and in a lot of Europe, here in Portugal, people don't generally eat their lunch at work. They don't bring their lunch with them. Some do, of course, but most of them just go to a cafe and get the plate of the day and a couple glasses of wine, and that's where they get their lunch. Is there not a culture of going out for lunch in Mumbai, or is it all this delivery going on?
So if I talk about Mumbai as a city, there are people who live of many different types and kinds, as I have mentioned before. It's a lot of variety going on in this city.
Of course.
So, yes, there are people who go out on lunch and everything, but that doesn't happen when you're working. It only happens when you are off. Plus, you get a lunch break of some half an hour, 45 minutes. Even if you go to a restaurant and order something to eat, your break is done. Over.
Not enough time. You'd have to eat it while you were walking back to the office. That's no fun.
Exactly.
I remember I saw years ago a video, and it was, people at home were making these. Usually women were making these at home, and the Dabawala were delivering them. Is that still the case, or are restaurants making this and doing the delivery of the Dabawala to the offices?
People at your home make food for you. If the husband is going on work, wife or the mother prepares it. If the wife is going on work, husband, father or mother, whoever's available at home, they prepare the meal. And like you have left for your office, the Dabawala will come 1 to 2 hours later, grab the dabbas from your home and then deliver it to your office in your lunch time. So this is what happens. The restaurant don't make it. If you really want to order from restaurants, we have Zomato, Swiggy and Uber Eats, of course.
I would love to see this in action. I think it would be fascinating just to sit outside an office building and watch all the Dabawalas going in and coming out with all these different deliveries. It's a great system to solve a problem and to have people still have delicious, nutritious food on a daily basis. I like it a lot. Gajendra takes hungry travelers around Delhi to discover that city's delicious cuisine. He tells me about a temple that serves tens of thousands of people each and every day, and it's all for free. I want to ask you, because I've seen some videos pop up on my feed lately, and I'm fascinated by this place called the Gurudwara Bangla Sahib Temple. It's a Sikh temple.
Yeah.
And I'm fascinated by this place. And well, you tell me a little bit about it, and then I'll ask some more questions, Gajendra. But talk about this temple a little bit, if you could.
Yeah. So that Sikh temple, basically that is related from the Sikh religion, and it is called Gurdwara. So the Gurdwara is a word which means made out of the two words. Guru means the teacher, and Dwara is the place. So the place of the Guru, of the teacher. These temples of the Sikh religion, where they go for the prayers, where they keep that the holy book of the Sikh religion called Guru Granth Sahib Ji. So every Gurdwara when you go, many of the Gurdwaras like Bangla Sahib or the Sheesh Ganj we have in Chandni Chowk, these are dedicated to the different gurus. So the one we have in the Chandni Chowk, that is the Sheesh Ganj, that is dedicated to the 9th Guru of this religion, Guru Tegh Bahadur, who was beheaded on that place on the order of the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb in 1675 because he refused to accept the Islam. The temple was built in 1785 there, But the very unique concept in the Sikh temples you will find, that is the kitchen, the langar, where they serve thousand and thousand people every day without charging a single rupee. Free of cost, any single person, no matter what country you are, caste, religion, financial status, there is nothing can matter there. You simply go in and get your food at any time of the day, from morning to till night. Until the people will come, they will serve. And they not ask any single person to donate any single rupee. It's up to the people. They want to donate, they can donate as a cash, goods, or also people can go and can work as a volunteer. Anyone.
If you're enjoying Destination Eat Drink, take a moment to rate and review the show on your podcast app. It just takes a moment and it helps other foodie travelers just like you find the show. And if you really like Destination Eat Drink, consider supporting the show at buymeacoffee.com/Destination Eat Drink. And thank you very much. It's incredible because, like I said, I've watched these videos and they say they serve 30,000 people or more a day. And
A day.
it's, it's hard to fathom it, just you and me talking about this, but the place itself is as big as a football field, and people are just sitting, rows and rows of people, and you've got servers coming up and down, just serving people one after the other after the other. I can't even imagine the logistics that are involved with this, the preparing, the procuring of the food, the preparing, the washing and cleaning up. It's incredible that they could possibly do this. I mean, if you've ever worked in a restaurant, a big restaurant where you've tried to serve a couple hundred people in a day, now multiply that by 100 or 1,000 and think about how many people that you're serving in a day. It's incredible.
That is the most incredible part of those free kitchens. What we say it's from the people for the people. So basically there is no one is running it. It's like run by the people. So every single person is like go there and help it. Whatever the time he has it to serve there. Just people simply go there and they start helping them to making the breads, cutting the vegetables, to cleaning the dishes, cleaning the floor, serving the food, anywhere. Every Sikh temples, most of the Sikh temples, they have these free kitchens. The size of that is totally different as per the size of the temple or the space they have. Bangla Sahib is like one of the biggest one in the entire Delhi.
This whole thing that you're talking about, Gajendra, and the way you're describing it to me, it actually restores a bit of my faith in humanity that people can come together and feed all of these people for free without asking anything in return, but you can give return, based on what you have or based on your labor.
Many times poor people or the people who traveling, they also go there, have the food, but they're not able to help them in the way of funding, giving the money or giving some supplies. So lots of people go there and they work over there to help them to preparing the dishes.
Avik Mitra is a foodie tour guide from Kolkata, aka Calcutta, India. He tells me about the signature dish of his city. As we come to India, this would be for many Americans, for many Europeans, a once-in-a-lifetime trip to come to India, to come to Kolkata and to visit you and to go on your tour. But I'm wondering, when we go there, is there something that would be considered a signature dish? This is the one thing that you must try when you come to your city. Otherwise, it won't be a complete experience.
Calcutta has also benefited, especially Calcutta cuisine has also benefited largely from inputs from all over the world, thanks to different people from different ethnicities coming and settling over here for pursuit of work. So ideally, although Calcutta is in the heart of the Indian landscape, it has also accepted meat as a part of its tradition, culinary tradition, because of the different diversities of cultures that are present within its scope. So, although meat per se doesn't find a staple position in a lot of Indian cuisine, But Calcutta has its own signature meat curry, whose popularity has traveled far and wide, and often a lot of travelers who research before visiting often look forward to the same. The signature dish in Calcutta is called mutton kosha, which is basically slow cooked goat curry in cinnamon as one of the main spices and in its own juices. And safe to say, it breaks barriers because of the cinnamon spicing in it. It gives you flavor, but at the same time is not overtly hot to make anyone who is not used to it very uncomfortable, like a Westerner or a foreigner who has subtle levels of spice tolerance. They would enjoy the flavor. At the same time, they would be slightly captivated by the spice in it, but it would not be a deterrent even for sensitive stomachs. Such is the concoction of spices and flavors and the meat in it. Because a young goat, the meat is usually very rigid. But for the spices and the flavors to be seeped into the very core of the meat, it is slow cooked in the presence of these signature spices and its own juices, where the entire flavors are seeped in by the meat without altering the texture of the meat. Reiterating on the lines that you just said earlier, that for a lot of people, especially foreigners and Westerners, Americans, Europeans, it's the journey of a lifetime. And I, as a tour operator, I understand this, and this entire tour has been created in a way to hit the nail on its head in the first go, to give you the actual India experience without having to spend a lifetime in India. And it also aligns with my spiritual and religious ideology, because often we say in India the guest is a form of God. So me being a humble servant of the God, of the Lord Almighty, I just take to my role and show you the best that the city has to offer in just a span of 4 hours.
Wendy Werneth is the nomadic vegan. She tells me about some of her favorite sweets in India. Let's talk about desserts, about sweets in India, because I had a good friend who married an Indian gentleman years ago, and his parents came from India and stayed for 6 months in preparation for the wedding, which was great because we got to go over and the mom would make Indian food for us, and it was great. But I was especially struck by some of the sweets that she made, and what I found was one of my favorite was she made, and I don't know if this was just from her town. I don't know if this is common throughout India, but she made something similar to a donut, but more like a donut hole, small little bite-sized. And then she covered it in sweet, simple syrup. So it was really, really sweet, but it was also extraordinarily delicious. And it made me just be like, oh, I got to try more Indian sweets and desserts. So Wendy, could you talk a little bit about Indian desserts and sweets?
Yeah, I think I know the ones that you're talking about. Okay. I don't know exactly what they're called, but I have seen those little balls before. The name is escaping me. I think is it gulab jamun or something like that?
She never told me. She just stuck the plate in front of me.
Yeah, gulab jamun. I think that's the name of it. And you're right. It is super sweet, and a lot of the Indian desserts are really, really sweet. But I have quite a sweet tooth, so that's not too much of a problem.
Good for you.
A lot of them do have dairy products, so as a vegan, it's a bit limited as to which ones are going to be vegan, but there are some as well, and everyone makes them differently. So it's important to just ask at each individual place, what they've put in them. But there's one that's vegan that I can think of that comes from Kerala in the south of India, and it's called Ella Ada. So it's kind of like a little dumpling made out of rice flour. Like the outside is from a rice flour dough, and then there's grated coconut and jaggery sugar inside, and they're like
wrapped up in a banana leaf and then steamed. So that is really delicious. And that's not super sweet like some of the other things. It's often eaten for breakfast as well as just as a treat, as a snack.
Sounds good. And where would we find this again?
It comes from Kerala, which is a state in the south of India. It's a really beautiful place. There's lots of water, like water channels. They call them the backwaters. So you can take a boat tour of the backwaters of Kerala, and you'll have these boats that the men push them along with really long poles that they push into the water. And so they'll kind of row you along that way. And it's just a really peaceful way to experience the landscape and just watch all these palm trees and everything gliding past you. It's a very chilled out region of India, much more calm than, say Delhi or really anywhere in the north. And that's another kind of general distinction I would say between the north and the south, is that the north is really intense. It's an amazing place full of color and sounds and smells, but it can be a bit much. Whereas if you need to get away from that and chill out a little bit, the south is generally going to be better for that. And Kerala in particular is a really great place to relax.
There's lots more food and travel at destinationeatdrink.com. I just posted a brand new food and travel guide to Nice, France at buymeacoffee.com/destinationeatdrink. I share everything you have to eat and drink when you visit, including soca, salad niçoise, tortblette, and much, much more. Download your copy at buymeacoffee.com/destinationeatdrink. I also posted a brand new video, this one from Nazaré, Portugal. There's great coffee, an outdoor fisherman's museum, a lighthouse on a treacherous point, and delicious African food. I know, I was surprised too. Watch that by clicking on the video tab at destinationeatdrink.com or go to my YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/@destinationeatdrink946. If we're in the south of India, are there any other really great sites that we can't miss when we're there? Or maybe what are your favorite places to go to?
Great sites. There are lots of amazing temples. Pondicherry is another really cool town. It was actually a French colony at one point, so there's still lots of old colonial architecture there. And it still has kind of a European feel, but, mixed in with a Indian atmosphere as well. So it's a really interesting contradiction and mix of things. I like Pondicherry a lot. Bangalore really surprised me. I had chosen not to go to Bangalore the first 2 times that I went to India because I didn't really think it would appeal to me. I imagined it as being like this IT hub, and just like a big city with skyscrapers. But that was where my tour was based when I went back the 3rd time last year. And I really loved it. It is a big city, but it has a lot of culture as well. And honestly, any city in India is going to be fascinating. Like, you can just walk outside your door and like see so many crazy things that, you've never seen before, that you can just about go anywhere and, have a really interesting experience.
Okay, there you go. That's nomadic vegan Wendy Wernath. You can find out more about her and her travels at thenomadicvegan.com. And Pooja, Gajendra, and Avik all have food tours at achefstour.com. Well, that's it for this week. Next week, we're in Grenada for a chocolate festival, sustainable and ethical chocolate bars, and pairing chocolate with rum. Subscribe to Destination Eat Drink so you don't miss that. Destination Eat Drink is distributed by the Radio Misfits Podcast Network and Ed Silla. Thanks, Ed. I'm Brent Peterson, and I'll see you down the road.
Join us next week for another culinary adventure on Destination Eat Drink, a presentation of the Radio Misfits Podcast Network.